Everyone at Dion Enterprise knew Jane Mark not because she was popular, but quite the opposite. She was the quiet girl who always tied her hair in a simple ponytail. She is a very unremarkable girl who just loves being by herself. But to Ron, she was impossible to ignore. Ron was the kind of guy everyone expected to end up with the most beautiful girl like Marilyn. He was charming, athletic, and confident. Yet, every time, his eyes always wanders to Jane, the girl who spent all her lunch breaks sitting near the window staring into space. Ron was always calling her for small talks and sharing work ideas and gossips. Everyone started to notice the attention he was giving her, especially Marilyn, who was the senior account manager. Marilyn always had her eyes on Ron. She had spent years trying to get his attention with her beautiful looks and flirty smiles, all to no avail. Now all of a sudden, he is noticing the office gray mouse. And it didn't sit well with Marilyn. Marilyn started dropping subtle warnings to Jane, and Jane started feeling bad because she was nothing compared to Marilyn's beauty. Ron, on the other hand, kept flirting with Jane. One day, Marilyn accidentally forwarded an email chain, one that twisted harmless messages between Ron and Jane to look like something appropriate. Gossip spread through the office like wildfire to the extent that HR got involved. Jane's name was whispered at every desk. Humiliated, Jane packed her things quietly that night to leave, but Ron promised her that he'll get to the root of the matter and clear her name. The next morning, he walked into the board meeting, laid out the evidence, and exposed Marilyn's manipulations. By noon, Marilyn was escorted out of the office by security guards, and Jane's colleagues apologized to her for believing Marilyn. That evening, Ron found her on the rooftop terrace watching the sunset. He told her that he had fallen in love with her. She laughed quietly, shaking her head. For a moment, she hesitated, then finally looked up and kissed him. And in that moment, plain Jane stopped being invisible. She was the woman who captured the heart of the man everyone wanted, not by being loud or perfect, but by simply being herself.